princess cake, a traditional Swedish cake with layers and layers consisting of airy sponge, lovely custard cream and some beautiful fondant cream. Now, we get a lovely vanilla cake and we cut into 3 slices, and then we make those slices even smaller. We're going to keep that bit in the middle there. That is the size of our cake. Next, we're going to put some eggs and sugar and vanilla extract in a pan and whisk it. Add some cornstarch and some milk gradually so that we keep it nice and smooth. Keep whisking it as it heats up on the stove. It's going to thicken. Now we turn the stove off and there you go. Nice thick custard cream filling, delicious. So while that's cooling, we're going to make the next filling. We're going to add some whipping cream, some icing to thicken that cream even more. I like to use an electric whisk because I find that that's much quicker and easier. We're going to add some custard cream to that to give it the final touch. And that is our second filling. Voila! Right, now we're going to do the outer layer. We're going to get some pink fondant. We're going to squish it down into a nice flat plate shape. We're going to get a rolling pin and roll it out into a big circle. We're going to cut this with a big circle cutter because this is going to cover our entire cake right at the very end. Next, we're going to get a little bit of fondant. I like to use white because I think it's very princess-like to have white on top of that beautiful pastel pink. We're going to roll it into a sort of flat sausage shape and then just scoop it up. Now we're going to roll it very delicately until it starts to look a little bit like a rose. A beautiful white rose for a beautiful princess. That will go on top of our cake at the end. Lovely. Next, we add some raspberry jam or strawberry or any flavour you like to a food bag. Then we're going to add the custard whipping cream that we mixed up earlier to another food bag. And finally, the custard cream that was bubbling away before to the third food bag. We can just snip the ends off there and we can use those for our 3 fillings in just a moment. The first slice of vanilla cake goes on and is topped with the raspberry jam. Then we add the second slice of sponge cake and the custard cream is next. Again, we just swirl it round and round till it reaches the edges. Now our third and final slice of cake goes on top of that. And now a nice big helping of custard whipping cream goes on top of that. We're going to keep going up and up and up to make it into a sort of dome shape. However, we want it to be nice and smooth around the sides, so we're going to just smooth it down one bit at a time because we're going to put our fondant on top. Did you know that this cake was originally called grön tårta, meaning green cake? It was given the name Prinsesstårta or princess cake because Now, once we've cut around the edge to get the excess fondant away, we're going to start painting lines across it with water. We're going to add some white coloured fondant. Long sausages we've made out of this lovely pattern, sort of like, you know, the outer layer of a spider's web, if you like, all the way around. Now, this cake was originally called grön tårta or green cake. It was given the name Prinsesstårta or princess cake because the princesses loved it so much. Now we're going to just trim the edges. So we're just decorating our cake because we've got to make it look fit for a princess after all, haven't we? Now, I think it's time to do a little sprinkle of icing sugar because that looks absolutely fantastic. Doesn't that look beautiful? Now we add our white rose on top. Look at that. That is definitely fit for royalty. I would not mind a slice of that. It's like a giant fondant fancy. Oh my goodness, Mr. Kipling would be proud.